All right, welcome back to Everyone Needs an Aquarius. We are in the building, man. How you doing, Dom?
Dom is having a day. Dom is
What's
having a
wrong?
day. Dom ended up in urgent care today because Dom burned her hand on a cast iron skillet this morning at 7 a.m. Just doing too much and not enough at the same time. So, and the weirdest thing is that I've never picked up a skillet by the bottom of the actual cooking part. I wash my cast iron skillet, and before you people judge me, I wash mine and then I reseason it. And forgot that I put it on turn the eye on so that I can get the remaining water beads out of it so I could go back in and season it.
Yep.
And so I just trying to put another pot down. Don't even, nigga, look at me looking like Remember the Time, looking like Michael Jackson.
Ooh.
And this all still hurts. My blisters are coming like around my nail. Like I literally not only did I touch the skillet, but I touched open flame.
Oh shit.
So yeah, I'm out here looking crazy, y'all. Hee.
Dang. You looking like Magic Johnson in a basketball game when he's have all them tape on his hands. Magic Johnson was big for that.
Yeah, it's been a day. It's been a day. So how are you, friend?
I'm good. You know, another week, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Last week y'all have been cutting up in these comments, especially the Steve Smith. And some of y'all don't read well. People were trying to say, like, no, Tony Busby hasn't been disbarred. I'm like, he is getting ready to get his thing back. And I'm like, it don't say nowhere where on none of Al Gore's internet shows that he got his he's able to try any cases in the Southern District of New York. Like, Dom is 100% correct. Like, stop it. Like,
I read the article to y'all. What is happening?
People in the comments like, no,
why we here? I put up a reel about the neighbor's dog downstairs. And I said in this reel, I said, so my Black self went to and do white things and go investigate, which are things that Black people don't do. We mind our business. We mind the business that pays us. And then 100%. I even cracked a joke and I said, and then I decided to do the Black thing and recorded the dog in the windowsill. You others in my comments telling me, why is it about race? It doesn't matter what color the dog is. Nobody said nothing about what color the dog is. I told you what I did in color, and people that say that all the time, let me tell you something. Color plays a part in every damn thing because you don't have color and you have privilege. You always becoming color. You always been color because it always goes back to that. And it goes back to that because of y'all. What are we talking about? What are we doing? And also, do y'all on the internet and you clearly don't adhere to the conversations that happen on the internet surrounding Black people and the things we do and we don't do. And somebody else, you're going to chop that up and somebody going to say, well, we know you guys kill each other. Actually, you kill each other more at a more alarming rate. So don't do that. Don't do that. I'm like, look at Dwayne Martin and motherfucking Scream 2. Though Jada Pinkett, Omar Epps got killed. You want to know why Omar Epps got killed? He was being nosy. Being nosy. You put your ear up into the other stall when your Black ass should have washed your hands and got out that bathroom. And that got Jada Pinkett killed. But you know what Dwayne Martin did? Oh, it's 2 niggas dead? Oh, I'm out of here. And where did he come back? At the end. Just saying.
He didn't die, did he? In Scream 2, did he?
Nope, he came back he really ran off and left. Yeah. He was a cameraman. Yeah.
That's right. He's like, I'm out.
Yep, he said, I'm out. And then came back at the end once they caught the killer. So thanks.
Yeah, just we all have Google, man. Like, you can't come into our comments saying, hey, no, this video needs to be updated because Tony Busby's not trying a case. I don't see nowhere where he trying no cases at, ma'am. I didn't search everywhere, multiple people, and I was like, I wonder if Tony Busby has bots. I could see that. Can you see Tony Busby paying for bots?
I can see Tony Busby doing anything for clout. I'm just saying.
Because he's like, I mean, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Mary J. Blige, they got bots that go out for them. Why not Tony B? The Tony B bots. They come defend him online.
Okay, so I'm going to say this about the Beehive. Those ain't bots. Yep. Those are human beings. We go hard.
No, I think
some of them go harder than others.
No. I agree. But no, I know. I'm just saying that they're so big. They're like the big old swarm. Remember in the movie Matrix, the big old things, and there's just a swarm of them. That's what the Beehive is. You don't know what's a bot or not because there's so many of y'all. It don't matter. But I can see Tony B saying, I need my own crew, the Tony Bs.
One day we'll talk about how I have always fallen asleep on the Matrix.
Oh, no. So you don't even know what the scene
and y'all can say, oh, you're an Aquarius, you're supposed to be. No. It's some things that just absolutely bore me. And certain things as an Aquarius don't be that deep for me. And the Matrix wasn't.
No, I mean, the Matrix was cool. I didn't take it as deep either, honestly. I just thought they were cool movies.
Yeah. One day.
I'll do the first one.
You said
and the second one was deep with the Merovingian. I like the Merovingian in the second one.
Okay. Well,
let's give a rest in peace, man. And first off to Gene Hackman, man. I mean, you're talking about one of them dudes when it comes to acting. Gene Hackman was that dude.
Now, I ain't the one to gossip.
Oh, here we go.
Shout out to the Wayans.
Kim Wayans, holla at us.
I was reading something where it said that based on Gene Hackman, and remind you, everybody, Gene Hackman was 95 with the pacemaker. And they said that according to his pacemaker, he died like February 17th or something.
What?
That he had some sort of episode that day. Yeah.
Hold on, but but the day that they found him dead was the 17th. So
no. They found him dead.
Well, they changed it. They found him dead on the 26th. I'm looking at that right. But he died on the 17th.
That's what they're saying. He had an episode on the 17th, according to his pacemaker. So they're saying that he, I don't know, could potentially have been deceased already. Maybe.
So do you think that she maybe, took herself out?
Potentially, I read that theory that because they said there was no carbon monoxide, and then the other dog died. So that's what other people were saying, like, oh, and then there was other two in the closet. So maybe that dog, since they found pills where she was in the bathroom, maybe the dog came in and ate those pills off the floor.
Oh, so it wasn't a gas leak or something like that.
Yeah, no, it was. They said there was no trace of carbon monoxide, no signs of a leak. That was ingested by them when they did like early results. Yeah. So he might have died because they found him in the mud room, which is like a foyer, whatever, before you walk into a house, where you put like your shoes and stuff, coats, all of that. So that's where they found him. She was found in the bathroom along with the dog. And then there were two dogs in the closet. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. I don't know. They should be able to tell by the rigor, right, how long they have been dead. So that's the interesting part where it hasn't come out saying, based on what we know from how stiff their bodies were and running tests, they were dead approximately a week. So she could have found him or saw him collapse and pass. And she, though she was still fairly young, 63.
Yeah.
Yeah, she,
But my thing is, how did the pacemaker people not know and be like, hey, we need to go check on Gene. His pacemaker stopped on the 17th. Why did it take them all the way to that day to even go out there?
I don't know how pacemakers work. So
you know what? It's not attached to it. They probably took it out of him and then saw when it stopped
that's
working.
what I figured. Okay. But you would think that it would
wasn't a
still be some
situation of like it's attached to computer, like the life alert. I'm thinking it's like life alert.
But you would think that it would be something like that, though.
It could be. I mean,
technology has advanced.
Yeah, I thought it was life alert. You know, I fall and I can't get up. If y'all don't even know about that, that's an old school commercial. Life alert. Google it, y'all kids. It was a thing for older people. If something happened to them, they could push a little button and somebody come get them.
Yeah.
Supposedly they was kind of we don't see them no more because they were real faulty.
Oh,
they were showing up at elderly people's crib. They were showing up at elderly people's crib, kicking in doors and everything. They just sitting there watching Matlock.
Damn.
Or they push the button and nobody show up. It was like, you know.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what you ain't seen life alerts since the late 90s, early 2000s.
I still feel like niggas still be yes, I have. I still be seeing life alert.
Let me see. Not the classic one. They got some other newer ones, like new products, but not life alert. They only like, hold on, here we go. Yeah. Oh, they got an old one on Amazon you can buy.
Told you. I'm like, nigga, that's still a thing.
Okay, well, my bad. But I know the original life alert was messing up. I know that for sure. Because they did a whole thing on 2020. I remember when I was in high school, early college, I watched. I was like, damn, they kicked in their door. They was just watching Matlock. You know, older people just sitting there watching Matlock.
Hey, which low key, I hear that new Matlock fire.
With Kathy Bates.
Yeah,
I heard
good. Yeah,
that's what
I'm about to check that out. I'm like, I keep canceling subscriptions and moving them around.
Hey, you better not cancel one subscription we share. That's all I need to know.
Look, and I gotta remember when I sign up for stuff to not do it through the apps or my TV, so then I can share it with you. Because I had to sign up for Philo so I could watch Married at First Sight. And
why don't you just? Oh, well, that's off air. This conversation. I'll just give you my password to my Spectral.
So how that work is weird. It's a new thing now because I used to be able to use my Homegirls, and then my dad changed his DirecTV package. Something is going on where they cutting back on how you can share your login because I couldn't. And she lived like 10-15 minutes away from me, and I can't access stuff.
Damn. Okay.
So yeah, which is like it's fine. Like, but Philo was $27.
Damn.
And I literally have only watched Philo to watch
Married at First Sight.
Married at First Sight. I'm my dad.
There's got to be some bootleg sites.
I would rather give you the $27 to have access to ESPN and all the other stuff.
I don't know if somebody. That is a great idea. What if you're like a middleman for other people to share pass? Just give me $30. I'll give you 4 passwords.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna ask on my dad, like, because look, we're about to go in the playoff season. It's pretty soon. I'm gonna need ESPN.
And you need TNT.
And I got TNT because through HBO.
Oh, right.
So that's how I watch it.
HBO now, right?
Yeah, so that's how I watch all the games. And then now I know they're gonna have a contract. It won't be on TNT, but it'll be with Amazon next year. Mm-hmm. So I got to figure all of this out. And ESPN
and NBC is coming back too. With the NBC is gonna be having some packages too next year.
Shit.
Next year, because they're taking over part of TNT stuff because all that stuff is moving.
I just can't believe TNT lost that deal. Like the fact that I ain't gonna have Shaq and Charles Barkley going at it.
They'll be on Amazon, right?
No, that's gonna be Taylor Rooks and some other people. They not bringing.
I thought they kept them all together. I thought that they got a deal and they kept them. They didn't keep them together.
The last thing I saw was that it was Taylor Rooks along with not JJ Redick because he coaches, not Kevin Love. It's a white. I can't think of his name, and it's right there on the tip of my tongue. Also, sidebar, y'all. This is really random, and this is my ADD brain. There's this song called Pookie's Requiem and I cannot get it out my head. And I hated it at first because I felt a little bit appropriated, but it's this Asian girl, and she has the remixes with Summer Walker, and it is called Pookie's Requiem. And I can't get it out my head. That's all, y'all. We need a playlist for this show.
Will be, so inside, because they will continue production inside NBA. So, but it's oh, so no. So inside NBA is moving to ESPN ABC. That's all.
Oh, with the same cast?
Yeah, now that's what I don't understand is because I thought for sure the thing that was holding up everything the most was Ernie Johnson has a long-term contract for other stuff with TNT as well. Just in general, he has like a big contract with them. That's what I always thought. So it just says inside the NBA is moving to ESPN ABC 25-26 season. So I don't know what that means. But another rest in peace to the great Angie Stone. Man, just this whole situation with this is sad on two different levels. Down one, I need y'all motherfuckers to stop this conspiracy theory stuff of like, because she had a video up of her like talking about, I believe it was Columbia Records owes her, royalties, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna get it, and conspiracy people will be like, well, that's what they wanted to get her because she wanted to get her royalties back. I think she did that video like 5 years ago. Like, if she ain't got it by now, she ain't gonna get it. Like,
you want to know what's crazy?
And I don't think her royalties that much. And I may not know. Maybe I'm speaking out of turn, but we ain't talking about money that's going to break the label royalties. It probably may be a couple of million that they owe her. It's not breaking the company where they would need to off somebody. Is my point in the conspiracy theory idea. I can maybe get with you with the Prince and MJ thing. You can get me with that maybe. But Angie Stone, and no disrespect to Angie Stone, is saying I'm just saying that she ain't as much powerful music wise.
But that's also, we go back to people reading what is the dateline on something, because again, old videos. And the sad part about it is that she had just performed the night before, was headed to another performance, and was talking about like working on a new project like a few days ago, and I think the eerie thing about it is I woke up that day singing, I wish I didn't miss you. And then I got on the internet and was like, hold the fuck up. So man, that really made me sad.
She's technically one of the first rappers. Two people don't know that.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, I was this huge Angie Stone fan.
No, I was not either.
But I enjoyed Angie Stone.
Yes.
Like just a great vocalist, very pro-black, and I always thought that she
did that song Brother, man. That Brother song, man. That was in all them cameos in that video of the brothers doing their thing. Like that was strong, man.
And also I thought one of the things was it's just, I look at Angie Stone, like Angie Stone was never unattractive to me. I thought she was beautiful, But
you didn't think she was gonna be with D'Angelo though when you found that out.
That was never me. Because to me, when people understand how chemistry and connection works, and it's more than just a physical.
And we got also D'Angelo's went through 17 different looks in his life, like that. Untitled How I Feel look with him with that cut up package and all that stuff, y'all. That wasn't how he looked when he first got Angie Stone, like in 91 or whatever. He got 90. Like that's not how he looked.
and I hate when people say that, like, oh, she's too cute for him. She only like him because he got money, or he makes her laugh, or he's like, oh, you remember, because that was a big thing surrounding Jesse Williams and his wife, the school teacher, because she was just, well, what we would call by Hollywood standards, basic, like or regular, not even
homely, as I've heard,
or homely. So they expected him to be with some of the women that he dated after, that high profile divorce. So it's not fair to say things like that. And it's just very disparaging. And like, even through that, she just still stood very tall, very regal. And rest in peace, you know.
Yeah, she wrote some songs too. I mean, she's one of the first rappers with a group called The Sequence. Technically, they were signed to Sugar Hill Records. This one of my favorite D'Angelo songs, "Send It On." Is she helped co-write that? It's a number one on Voodoo album for all my D'Angelo fans out there. Number one on Voodoo, which I think is it's D'Angelo has not missed on. At some point, we're gonna we need to have a conversation about D'Angelo could be so much greater, but maybe because he don't come out with shit for real. That's my problem. But the other side of it is that he don't come out with shit, but the shit he come out with be like fire. Like he ain't been bad on no albums, but he's only got 3 albums.
Yeah, I mean, but
in like 30 years, dog. In 30 years, he's got 3 albums.
Didn't D'Angelo do a little time, or was he just he was found with the brown sugar?
I mean, brown sugar is supposed to be weed. No, seriously, it's weed.
I feel like that's regional.
No. He said that he talked about that's it wasn't talking about a woman or any of the drugs. It was the song was about weed.
I thought that was about like heroin. If I'm gonna go to the extreme.
I get it, but it's just funny that you were automatically that somebody was talking about heroin in 95 on the song in general public. Well, I guess shit. Fucking Gil Scott Heron did his Angel Dust song. Shit. So I mean,
listen,
the White Lines. We got the song White Lines by Grandmaster Flash, and they talking about cocaine. Then the other song by was it Horse Lake? If you wanna ride it, don't white horse. They talk about cocaine on that too. So
look, my sister just told me. And I don't know if you probably by the time this came out, you were probably too old to watch this. Okay. But there's a Chipmunk Great Adventure from the 80s, and it's a cartoon.
You know, I seen it. If you saw the Chipmunks 80 movie, I saw that in theaters, pimp.
Oh, okay. So my sister, she was like, think about it. She was like, girl, they were not smuggling diamonds. They were smuggling cocaine. And I was like,
and she was on podcast. We definitely discuss healing. We discuss aspects of psychology. We discuss you becoming the best you, mental wellness,
for sure, health, femininity, parenthood, dating,
definitely dating,
single parents. And it's from a lens of 2 psychologists,
Yeah.
So,
but also two people who grew up with both parents, married parents, and then you all know that Chloe and I are the youngest of our crews, her siblings and my siblings. So so it's from that perspective.
Yeah, looking at life through that lens. Yeah. So you're gonna get a whole lot of things from us. From us being women, going through life as parents, and all of these awesome attributes. But yes, womanology, the study of women.
The study of women.
Just think about it. She's like, and how are these adults trusting these little chipmunk kids to go all over the world to do drops for them?
Hey, I've always thought Hey, I ain't never thought about that. Hold on, because that came out 87. Yes,
yeah,
I saw that in theaters. As a kid. Now, what's even funnier now, since you making me think of it, was Chippendale Rescue Rangers moving that work too.
Listen, it's a lot.
They always was trying to get something back for somebody and moving it. Like, we need you to take it there, Rescue Rangers. What does it need? What needs all this security besides some of that dust?
Because when I told her, I was like, oh shit, because the kids would fall under the radar. And then which is why
kids to have those, especially 87.
Yeah, you would expect the kids to have that work. Yeah. I was like, damn.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah. So rest in
peace to Angie Stone. So let's go to update real quick on Steve Smith real quick before we get into our main topics. Steve Smith has responded the way I thought that Steve Smith would actually respond, because I said that he's kind of a jerk. I said this before on the last episode. And I was like, this doesn't seem like the Steve Smith I would know the way he would respond. He does respond, and his response. Oh man, our sharing thing's been messing up. Hold on. I'm just gonna read it to everybody. This is Steve Smith's response on Twitter. Of course, at this point he's got to go public with it. You ready? This nigga lame as fuck for telling the world I gave his wife the long dick and rearranged her IUD.
Look.
Truth is, Don Cheadle introduced me to her at a party, and she said she was divorced. I didn't cheat, bro. She licked my wife's butt too.
Yes. I forgot that line. Yes. So first of all, Don Cheadle is sitting here like Nene Leakes, like, now why am I in it? Like, you know what I mean? You don't throw the further like how y'all got introduced.
This is complicated.
You could just say,
oh no. Now this is a polyamorous thing now. We need to apologize to Steve Smith Sr. because last episode was like, dang, how you cheating your wife, man? Obviously, it looks like everybody was in on this.
The wife said, it ain't fun unless we all getting some. That's what she said.
Look, they was for the family. She was for the family. She was for the team.
She probably got a little check too. She
probably did. Oh, hey, Mr. Martinez, you need to explain it and do some explaining now. Now we've gotten more. Mr. Smith is looking a little bit better now. Because now it looks like they had Yo Girl as they girl.
They love Yo Girl. Because that's a big song.
They love your girl. And now you may be mad because I'm thinking that we didn't get all the text messages from this. What if the wife has been texting her too? But he didn't trip off those because another woman. If what Steve Smith said here that she licked my wife's butt too, that means she's with the team, right?
Well, look, this is why this is also makes sense why the internet is calling Steven evil LL Cool J. Because that's just evil. My wife lick your booty hole. Come on.
Makes me think about the song from LL. Brenda got a big old butt. Shout out to Steve Smith. We are journalists in our nation. We will come back to a story.
Oh, we gonna give you an update.
You have been vindicated because I didn't know this one is Steve Smith I'd heard about and read about and known about for years. And you have vindicated yourself, my brother. You are back to the Steve we all know and love, that asshole that responded right here. Now, Mr. Martinez, you still look like a sucker at the end of all this. You could have took all this embarrassment.
He was a sucker from the moment he called that man, okay? And then, because you already went to the internet, okay? We're like, that's messed up. But then you call, and he was like, I'm sorry. Right? And what was you just yelling at him, and the guy ended up just hanging up on you? What? You were not vindicated. Like, there's no type of nothing that you look crazier. Like, this is you lost the battle. You lost. Let it go. Like Elsa.
Yo, Steve Smith, shout out to you, brother. What a way to come back. I didn't usually the first assault on someone internet wise. If you're the first to get out there with a story, it normally is like you kind of can set the narrative. This is from being in PR as well. Mr. Martinez thought he was gonna set the narrative. People start thinking about it like this don't make all the way sense, but they believe like, man, I feel bad for you, man. Steve Smith was smashing your girl, messed up our IUD.
It's kind of similar to Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. One day we'll have an episode where we talk about that drama.
But after the case is over, we'll do that after the case is over. Because they putting out lawsuits on people, so I don't even want to speak on that. Because they got PR teams out there going hard on each other. So we'll wait till y'all finish y'all court disputes before that. But it was like a little thing of like, man, this don't feel all the way right, but I feel bad for Mr. Martinez. And then Mr. Smith's response here just totally turned the tables for me. Because if you look here right now, that bad boy has. I just went to the actual page, 190,000 retweets, 80,000 quoted tweets. The narrative has shifted to you being a sucker now. Like,
he love yo.
Now this is how you rebuttal though. If you're gonna rebuttal, you gotta be a full-on dick. You can't be like, man, my bad. I didn't know that she was married. No, you gotta be like, she licked my wife butt, even if it's not true.
Like,
now we question if your wife was in a polyamorous relationship with them. Now you got it down a different road. That's what you do to change the narrative.
I mean, at this point,
Steve Smith, shout out to you. You're a Apollo legend. All right. Oscars. Let's talk about it. What do you think about
I thought you were gonna say, speaking of cheating, I thought we was gonna get right to
it,
but okay, we can come back.
That needs its own. That needs its own. These are lightning round. It needs its own. That
all right.
Block.
All right.
We're in the lightning round for the first part.
Okay. Oscars. Let's do
Oscars.
it.
I
would say a huge shocker and somewhat of an upset was that Demi Moore did not win Best Actress for the Substance.
Did you see The Substance?
Nigga, I watched that shit yesterday.
How was it?
Okay, everybody, if you are a fan of The Shining, I would say go watch it.
If you aren't a fan or aren't a fan.
Are a fan. It is a slow burn. It's a slow burn.
Like The Shining. Like The Shining.
Yeah, just like The Shining. And The Shining, for a lot of people, it's like, oh my God, it's so boring. It takes so long. I was like, but the point of it is for you to kind of go crazy how Jack Nicholson is crazy, right?
100%. So it's the slow burn to show you how you go crazy over time. Because Jack Nicholson showed up at that resort as a regular dude.
Yep. And it's a really interesting story because it's in a way, it is what Hollywood does to you, and more so, and particularly women. They always say that we age out. Women are consistently altering their appearance to stay relevant, fresh, or whatever. But now we like there's a lane for women as we mature in age. But baby, that shit get crazy. It gets so crazy. It's so good. And I haven't seen it, Nora. I was trying to find it somewhere on stream. I feel like it's somewhere, maybe Apple TV. I could buy it or something. I was able to watch it free through Amazon through an app called Mobi, a new app. And they apparently had some big Oscar party. I ain't never even heard of that Mobi. But it was Mobi. Really good. And so I really need to see it, Nora, to see how Demi Moore did not win that Oscar.
Well, the other movie seems like I could see how that could be a cute movie though, in the way it was shot.
And okay, so from my understanding, it's like though it was like it's like this indie film. They didn't have this big budget. What I'm hearing is that it is just basically about sex work, but not from the female gaze. It is from the gaze of a man, which is nothing new to us or Hollywood. So a lot of people are
because I haven't seen it. I just look. The shots look. It visually looks good though. Like that's the thing that got me when I saw in the previews of it.
And you got this newcomer that comes in and just takes this Oscar. So there was like a lot of dialogue around that, and people. When you talk about Demi Moore and some of the roles that she's had, a lot of people feel or felt like Demi Moore was kind of like this fluff actress, right? And this would have been the big moment, especially because she's kind of been off grid for a while and hasn't really done too much outside of like random guest appearances, right? So I was like, yo, I gotta see Anora. And I think next year what I'll do is the road to the Oscars, like viewing what the nominated, for best.
Did you see the Brutal? Do you see the Brutalist? Yeah, Brutalist was good, man. I mean,
I really honestly
is a motherfucker though. That motherfucker can act.
Oh well, I feel like I saw The Pianist.
Oh, that came out like 02? It came out like 02.
I feel like I remember seeing that.
That was before we fully canceled Roman Polanski. I mean, the whole movie was filmed out of the country because he can't come back to the US, so he's locked up.
Yeah.
You know that, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say it's interesting, especially considering the conversation surrounding like certain films, like we talked a lot about Wicked. Like Wicked was a big thing this year, and I still haven't seen Wicked. And now it's on streaming or whatever. So I am gonna take the time to see it because
My daughter loves Wicked.
I've seen the Broadway play. Yes.
No, she saw that movie. She liked the movie too. She
okay. I mean, so I've only seen Wicked on the stage play. So I know this sounds crazy, but I was like, it was so good. I don't know. And so
you haven't seen the film yet? You haven't seen the film version
yet? Just because the play is so good.
Or is it because of Cynthia Erivo? Let's keep
it's just and okay. So and here's the thing. We'll get there. I really go into a lot of things with low expectations. No, actually no expectations. So I'm not disappointed. I've said this here before. It is a terrible thing to do because it kind of makes you really numb. It's very Aquarius behavior, I will say. So you're not disappointed and let down by people, places, things, whatever. You're like, it was cool for what it was, and you just move it along and on to the next thing. But it is interesting because we know Cynthia Erivo has been a little problematic for us. And
a while now.
So it's and that's not why I did not go see Wicked. But
no, I was joking. I was
no. But you go ahead. You have the floor.
No, it's just, and everyone has an actor or actress that it's just something they can't do anything right for them to really get on their side. Mm-hmm. And Cynthia Erivo is one of those for me. She's one of those for me. Low key, another one is Sandra Bullock, man. I just never really liked Sandra Bullock, man. I never liked Sandra Bullock, man. She just annoys me, man. I'm sorry. I know she's never liked Sandra Bullock. I know, like with Legally Blondes and all that stuff? Or no, what was the one where she
was Miss Congeniality.
Miss Congeniality. I know that's a big deal, and women love that.
That was
I never liked her, man. Even in Speed, I was like, I don't understand how Keanu didn't need her, and then they did a Speed 2 where she's the lead. Man, that shit was so whack. Like, this is one of my pet peeves. This is that. And then on the men's side, who annoys me as a male actor is John Voight.
Really?
What you call his name? Because he plays a racist so good. Angelina Jolie's daddy. Yeah, he plays a racist so good in real life and in movies that I just don't like him. He's a super MAGA guy too.
What did he do in real life? Besides just because of the
MAGA? He's super MAGA. He is super MAGA.
Okay, so,
but he plays too good of a racist in movies. Too good for me not to think you are one in real life.
Thing. You always question men when their daughters don't fuck with them. Angelina don't fuck with him.
100%. That was my second part. Thank you for that.
Like she doesn't necessarily affiliate herself.
Yo, she don't even use your last name. You don't even know. People don't know you related. Yeah, like that's bold. That is bold.
So,
but Cynthia Erivo, is it just me that it's a weird thing? Because I think if you polled the black population, I would, and maybe I could speak out of turn, black population stand up and say something here. I feel like 65%. They will in the comments. 65% to 70% don't fuck with her, to be honest with you. And not just for a comment, it's just the way she kind of moves. I think that black folks think it's interesting.
I think there's a lot of black folk that don't know what the ins and outs of what she said was. And for the people that don't know, Daryl enlightened them.
Oh, I will bring up the tweets here. She goes, hold on, let me read them exactly. Because I know she deleted them, but the great thing about the internet is some people
nothing and never does.
All right, from the date is January 26, 2023. She's having a conversation with another gentleman named Joel Montague. She goes, I suppose I should really make an attempt to record signal properly XX. And he's like, daily or attempt to sing to me daily X. Then she says to him, ghetto American accent, baby, you know I got you. I'm gonna sing it to you. I'm gonna sing, gotta do what I gotta do. You see me sing. So that's the first part. Then she goes, the African American is the thing I understand more fully than most. If you think that a black, hold on. If you think that it's, I don't even understand this. I don't understand this comment. The African and African American is the thing I understand more fully than most. If you think that a black, I don't know what that means. Then she goes, then someone responds, this is so wrong. Some people that will shout racism at a white man not realize how damaged they are themselves. It's not new that some African Americans are jealous of Africans in the US. Example, this person here. She's talking about Cynthia Erivo. And then she goes, and slightly ignorant and a touch judgmental. You can't presume to know what someone in her shoes has to deal unless you're dealt with it yourself. Okay, that's 5 years later, her response after everybody found that stuff. But
2023 wasn't long ago. Like,
no, that was 2013. 2013.
Okay.
Yeah,
and you try to give people,
and she said some comments about the Harriet role too. Her playing Harriet Tubman. She said some ill stuff about that too.
And that's what I was gonna say. But for you to say you don't understand the African American diaspora, you should be taking these roles and getting the bag. Give it to somebody else.
That right there. That's it right there. Like for you to be like, oh, I don't know.
It's really interesting when you see people like that just become so successful in American spaces. Because I know there's this whole culture surrounding British actors, like black, British actors kind of in general, and more so black British actors versus American black actors, just because they come in and they get a lot of roles. And I was like, well, theater was created in England, so they kind of naturally born into it where it's really, really good, right? And it's a craft, like a level of mastery that comes with that. A lot of them that go to conservatory and get the training, the formal training. But I think the fucked up part about it is that Americans, we always get flack for just existing, just being, and we are more alike culturally, like globally, than you think. Like your girlfriend is black, like African American. Though sidebar, when I saw Raphael Sadiq at All-Star Weekend, I was like, Lena Waithe might have been Raphael Sadiq's style because they look alike. Look at Raphael.
Before we even mention the Raphael Sadiq, I believe Dwayne Wiggins, his brother, is in hospice care right now. And
yes, I did see that.
Yeah, so which is wow, that is crazy.
Yeah,
Dwayne Wiggins, he passes away. And this is the thing, though. If anyone gets talking about, I just hate him. I love Cynthia Erivo on Bad Times at the El Royale and Widows. She was good in those.
Yeah, that was a good movie, though.
Yeah, Bad Times at the El Royale was dope.
Yeah, that was a good movie and a good cast.
Was dope. Yeah, it was dope. I just. Oh, they come out a Wicked 2 already?
Huh?
It's a Wicked 2, Wicked for Good. Is that an actual?
Well, okay, so this apparently this is just part 1, and then this will be part 2. It's like, I guess, after intermission.
Oh yeah. Shit! This,
yeah.
They trying to get all the money about this.
Said we get into the bag. We gonna get it all.
I'm Doja. This sleep. Yeah, we part of Just Posted Podcast, man. The best show on this network. Come on, check, girl.
Seriously, man. Just Posted. It's just me and Doja sitting back talking about what the fuck going on in the world and the streets.
We said labor of love. He said labor of love. I ain't say that shit. Shout out to everybody coming to watch though, man. We really appreciate y'all. Holla at y'all later.
Hey man, this nigga just tall for no reason.
I'm gone.
And he do regular jobs. Don't forget that.
I gotta go. Oh, y'all. Oh, y'all gonna try to squeeze blood up out of turn?
Which I guess this would now make I need to see it because I was like, it's interesting nobody's talking about the song Popular. Maybe I can't remember what act that was in.
Oh man.
But well, anyway. So yeah, like I think that's why it kind of get tricky. And you said something offline about you felt that maybe Lena being in this relationship, because it was a little drama of them even getting together, could have hurt Lena's career. And I was like,
I just wonder if, like, a certain amount of Black folks don't mess with Cynthia Erivo because of her comments, and it bleeds over into their relationship. That's all I was saying.
Well, I would attest that by saying a lot of people ain't been fucking with Lena since Queen and Slim.
And that's what 2017, I believe, 2018, something
yeah,
like that.
And I know she has The Shy, and I've never seen The Shy, but
2019.
I enjoyed Queen and Slim for what it was, right? I didn't go too deep into it because part of it is sometimes the Black experience, like things that we go through with the law. But it goes a level really fast. But sometimes things do happen. Now we don't go necessarily on the run and designer dresses and things like that. But for some people it was that. And then I always hear this conversation around how the roles are written for Black men, and a lot of men feel like they can't relate to the characters. So I don't know if that's part of it.
Because I remember the brother Baron was been talking about that, because I guess originally his role was supposed to be he wasn't supposed to be killed off, I believe, and that's how they brought in Luke James to The Shy. Is that what you're talking about, that part?
Oh, see, I don't even know what you're talking about. I was talking about like the guys, like the people that have watched the show.
Oh, I was talking actually one of the actors saying that.
Oh, well, there you go.
But The Shy's a straight show. Like, I don't have no issues with The Shy.
Well, I don't know. I've never seen it, but I hear that. I hear that quite often. But yeah, I don't know.
All right, let's go right down the pike. Anthony Edwards, you got the floor.
You're back. We made it back. It took a while to get here, but we made it back. This situation with Anthony Edwards is just so interesting just because, he was projected to be the face of the NBA. Like, he's the next big superstar. He's a superstar. He was on the Olympic team, made it to the finals last year. Wait, am I tripping? No, that was the Mavericks. No, that was the Mavericks, and
it's the conference finals.
It was the conference finals.
Mm-hmm.
And he's so young. He's 23 years old. And when we spoke about him last year regarding the girl that he paid the $200K to get an abortion, which, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he turn around and get her pregnant again? Yeah. So just young and dumb. We're gonna say that, young, dumb with money. And he's now has fathered 4 kids, and one of them, the latest, is with the rapper The Baby's, one of his baby mamas. Now, she's close to my age. She's in her mid-30s, like 36.
Oh, really?
She's much older than him. So it's kind of a similar situation with the Drea situation. And it's time for us, y'all, to not just have conversations surrounding men. Women can be predatory too. You don't have no business fucking on no 23-year-old. Well, now 23-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of weird. Y'all don't have nothing in common. You know what you're doing. And these niggas got to stop being dumb. This is where we talk about our business offline. And just allowing, just if you're going to be out here and reckless, and I always say this is how I was raised, you can get worse than a baby in these streets. St. Louis has like the top STI rate. Again, you sent me that little thing today.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't know if that's true though, because I thought it was Houston. That the CDC
well, no,
says
they had it was the most STIs in a day. That was in Houston.
Okay.
That was yeah. So you don't have no business. You know, I'm. You don't have no business fucking on that boy. And it's one thing for every bad bitch. It's another one that's bad in your age bracket. Come on now. And also put a condom on or get a vasectomy. Get a vasectomy. It's reversible. It is hella reversible. And I don't think people, they're not taught to look at the Z before they step into the A. What are my consequences? I can get an STI, including herpes, HIV, AIDS, things that are not necessarily curable. I can get this baby where I'm for the rest of my life, I am spending thousands of dollars. And this was so calculated. She moved to LA, so she would fall under the jurisdiction of how I forget how much you can get, but it's more than what you can get in Atlanta. So he had to file a petition in which the judge honored, where he would have to pay what it would be, since the child was born in Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. That's where he would pay child support.
Right. So she was trying to go have the baby in LA though, for she can.
Yeah, she was trying to get the LA bag because it's more money.
Mm-hmm.
And the judge, he filed that motion, and the judge, was like, all right, cool, like, yeah, we gonna do this in Georgia. So you already was calculated, and niggas just gotta stop being dumb. Like you can't have. Yes, you can, because we see it all the time. I was like, you can't have that smart you can't have that basketball IQ and be this dumb, but we see it all the time. And somebody was like, well, I said that on somebody, I was like, he will never be the face of the NBA simply because of his transgressions that have happened off the
And he
court.
said he don't want to be.
And yeah, and that's fine. You don't want to be, but I'm gonna tell you this: that bag hit different.
Yeah.
Look at that Jason Tatum bag.
That's true.
Look at Steph Curry bag. Look at LeBron's bag. Look at KD's bag. It hit different.
Bringing up facts.
And so you can say that all you want, but also this also fucks up your bag as far as endorsement goes. Like you got shoes with Adidas. Who is really? This is no shade. Do not come for me. Who's wearing Anthony Davis's sneakers from Adidas? How can we pull those numbers? Like how many have been sold? Like he got the bag, but let's see how long they keep that contract, because it gets messy. We have seen bags blown from Twitter arguments. Remember when Tiana Taylor had that deal with Adidas, or was it Reebok or whatever, for that bomb ass sneaker?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And she got into it with Rihanna and posted something, might have posted the picture after that fight with Chris Brown.
That's right.
And they pulled that from up under her. She was supposed to release 2 more sneakers. They pulled that. I mean, she ultimately got.
I mean, his shoes been selling out. It's looking like, I'm trying to get an exact number, but they've been selling out.
That's fine. But I'm saying, what if
selling out?
Okay, so you got one, but all of this is trickling over, because the fact that we spoke about it before. The fact that you're acknowledging the text message that you had with this young lady saying, get the abortion. I want to, I don't want to be no kid, like daddy to your kids, pretty much. Like what did you think this was? But also, like I said, I had smoke for him, because you could have put a condom on. It was that simple. I know it feels different, but it is what it is. By the time he hits 30, what do you bet this nigga got like 7 kids? And all of not from the girlfriend that he been with since he got into.
Only got one with her, right?
Yes.
And he's 23. He's got 4, right?
Yep. And me saying
what's the over under? What's the over under you trying to say? You trying to say what's the over under here?
I said he probably have 7 kids, and that's me being like.
So 7 is the minimum you're saying.
Yes.
So if he goes over 7,
these girls are just looking at you as
go over 7, but I'm hoping that somebody gets in his ear and gets on him with 4 kids. They'll get on him. If he has 2 more kids in the next year or 2, he gonna blow past that and get to 10, close to 10. But if somebody can get in his ear, get somebody.
And you would hope that somebody does.
Yeah, somebody get up in his ear.
Yeah. These niggas, y'all have to learn.
I like his game, man. Like, dude, I like him. He's
crazy.
I like him on everything. Like everything he's doing, I like him. He just gotta chill with that.
He gotta chill. He gotta chill. Cause it's like, nigga, all your money gonna go to child support.
And I know, but then he says that he doesn't want anything to do with the kid. I think that
he already said he not fighting for visitation. He not doing nothing. He just gonna pay and move it along. I'm gonna
give him a little bit of grace on that. Even though he's dumb, it's fucked.
But that is young, dumb.
That's what I was saying. No
mentality.
Give him about 2 more years, and 2 or 3 more years. Let him be able to get himself together. Think about this. And be like, dude, I do need to be in my son or daughter. I don't know if it's a daughter or a son, but being my son or daughter.
He got a son out there. He got a daughter out there, and I think the girlfriend has a daughter. Shit, that nigga might have 2 boys and 2 girls, and that boy.
He's about to realize he needs to be in his kid's life, and I hope it's just not too late, But or just give him time in his maturity. But at the same time, we didn't seen this story happen where we be like, oh, he only 23, man. Give him time, he'll come around his kids, and that motherfucker never come around either. So it's not right. I'm changing my mind. It's not right what he doing. Talking about he don't want to be around his kids.
It's not right.
It's not right. I'm taking it all the way back. I'm walking it back. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm looking at you as a man.
Yeah, I'm carding up. I was just trying to like, man, he's so young, but I was like,
to me,
we give motherfuckers way too much credit for being young for stuff. We always like, oh yeah, that person's young. Some things that when you make adult decisions like that, you gotta
listen. You got to know what's coming with it, and it's just I think that's why it's like the most messed up is just like, yo, you did it. At the end of the day, what Glow say it gotta end, and you gotta be responsible. You gotta be responsible, and now there's this innocent child that's involved because you money hungry and you was horny. Like that's literally what is happening here, and it's fucked up. It's so fucked up.
It's on her accord too. She's trying to get the bag, but at the same time,
it's both of them. It's both.
My kid ain't got nothing to do with me getting jammed up by this young lady. I gotta do that for my kid. You
would hope, because now how public this has become, you would hope that somebody like a LeBron or a Steph would be like, hey man, like I know we colleagues, and I know we older than you. LeBron is allegedly, this is supposed to be his last season.
Oh, really?
I said allegedly.
Oh, okay.
But
he want all his love. He gon' make it a big deal when it is.
Yeah, we'll have some sort of conversation with him, and I saw this clip from the Pivot podcast where, oh damn, what's the light skinned cat? Because we had got into it one time.
Oh, Channing Crowder.
Yeah, Shannon Crowder. Yeah, you remember he sent me that crazy. He sent me that crazy DM.
That he talked about you in the Breakfast Club indirectly.
He did not. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. He mad because I called him. Listen, I called that nigga a square. You talking about Russell? You the square nigga? Square up. What's up? That was very St. Louis of me. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be dialing back. But Shannon was saying how he never wanted to be caught up out there. He never wanted to be having like these babies everywhere or anything like that. And he said, I would always keep a condom in my sock. You would meet people, you go out for a drink with somebody, and he was like, and they were like, what's up? What you want to do? He was like, shit, what you want to do? But he got a condom. And I commented, with the Tyra meme when she was yelling at the girl Tiffany. I was like, learn from this. Because, like, it really is that simple. Like, a lot of you niggas is only lasting like 15, 20 minutes. Do you want this to change the trajectory for the rest of your life? Because y'all always talk about, well, it's only until they're 18. No, nigga, you have a kid for a lifetime until somebody die.
No, not just that, man. You still got to give them game and educate them. It ain't over when they 18. Like, that's dumb niggas, dumb niggas that don't be parenting, man. That's y'all finna. Go ahead, Dom.
I'm sorry. The dog was barking. I'm sorry to yell. Like I forgot.
No. I said these motherfuckers finna trigger me. Talking about.
Listen, friend. That's what I'm saying. Like just being dumb. It's so much more than just. And ladies have to like. But we have to go back to this goes to women too, because like I said, I'm on her ass too, and it's more to life than laying on your back. Like, is that your legacy? Is this what you're gonna teach your daughter now? Like, you have a daughter, are you gonna teach her? Oh, to catch these niggas up, to get money from niggas, you got to do this and do that. Like, do you know how fucked up that is? That's so fucked up. Yeah. So. And you looking at it, oh, I'm gonna get this child support, so I ain't gotta work. Get a job. Get a fucking job. And go to therapy because you also need a lot of help. Where's this coming from? Where's this stemming from?
Yeah, man. It's just like you just take care of your kids. There's nothing wrong with them, man. You made the kid. You got jammed up, man. I'm sorry. You got jammed up. She got you. She got you. You got played. You got served. Whatever way you want to look at it. But that little girl, because I looked it up just now, that little girl needs a father around her. You know what I'm saying? That they loves and cares about. Don't matter about what Shorty's talking about. You're gonna have to do. You just got to take that L and be a dad, man. Like fuck, man. Niggas, just be a fucking daddy, man.
Stop being dumb. And if you don't, what happens when
you got jammed up, man. She gonna send you through some hell. You shouldn't have been fucking with these type of girls. I'm sorry, B.
All of them.
Because they get the same smoke to women when they mess with Pookie and Ray Ray and them. And I was like, well, you shouldn't have got pregnant by this dude that did. While the same smoke goes for dudes doing that same bullshit.
Yep. And that's how it is.
And shit, IG thought and everybody all up in it, and you want to hit it too. You know what it is.
Yep.
Respect your dick just like you tell women to respect their pussy. I'm sorry about the vulgar language, everybody, but I mean that. Respect your dick like you tell women to respect their coochie. I changed the word.
And that's it. Period.
Like, just because y'all niggas is frustrating, man. Sometimes.
Dumb, for real.
Because this is the thing, man. It's a constant cycle of shit, man. Because the next set of kids got to figure this shit out.
That's what.
And then it is a landmine potentially that you go into that you're trying to figure out this shit without the guidance of or someone being there or just the game of life coming from an older person of just general shit that you trying to figure this shit out on your own, going through. So then you replicating and you doing the same bullshit to somebody else. It's got to stop somewhere.
Yep.
Because real talk, man, me and you have said about this, Dom. Hey, man, I respect you by how you do your kids. You treat your kids, your friends, your lady, your family. That's how I look at you, particularly your kids. I mean, because interpersonal relationships can be tricky or whatever. But how you treat your kids and how reverent your kids are towards you is everything in the world. What else you got if you don't have your kids fucking with you? That's the compliment of life.
Yep.
Now, if your kid is having issues and it could be a situation like that. But in general, most kids that don't fuck with their parents, it's a reason why. It ain't no, oh yeah, they just this or that. It's a reason, man.
Yep.
And Anthony, take care of your kids, man. That's all. I'm sorry.
I fucking kids. Some more than money.
Yeah, but
The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a show for 80s babies who were 90s kids. If you were a No Limit soldier, then this is your show. If you believe that Cash Money is not an army but was a Navy, this is the show for you. If you and your friends ever tried to sing a song written by Escape, In Vogue, Shy, or Boyz II Men at a talent show during middle school, this is your show. The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a bunch of 80s babies talking about all the songs and things that we loved when we were kids and teenagers. So if you went to the skating rink and you were at a lock-in, this is the show for you. If you think that Tevin Campbell was the original Prince of R&B, this is the show for you. If you don't understand the conflict between Monica and Brandy, but you're kind of on Monica's side and understand why Brandy got punched, this is the show for you. Make sure that you tune in, subscribe, click the little subscribe link. We're here. We're going to talk about all things 90s music. This is the show for you.
So do we need to detox off of Donald Trump? I'm going to play this small little clip here. This is what maybe sent me off the edge with this right here.
Be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine? That you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems? Bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's exactly what you're doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influenced.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influenced.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling.
Now this is why we need to detox from the Donald Trump situation.
Look,
that's President Trump with Zelensky for our audio listeners. That's President Trump and JD Vance having a full-on argument in front of a crowd with the president of Ukraine, Zelensky.
You're sitting up there saying, "Oh, I've watched the stories. I read."
You said, "Have you been to Ukraine?" That's like, hey man, because the people be talking bad about Chicago and be like, "Oh, you've been to Chicago before?" Well, no, I haven't. But I've seen all the clippings of all the black kids being killed. Like,
it's the weirdest thing. And I told you, I know this is a really messed up way, but I've turned it off. I'm turning it off. I've turned it off. And that's because at the moment, I cannot take no more stupidity. Anthony Edwards is enough. And like it's bullshit. And you know what I mean? Like, people are again looking to us to figure it out and to start the war. No, we're tired. We're tired. The blacks are tired. You know, some of us, the ones that voted accordingly. Everybody else, y'all getting what y'all wanted. And I'm just tired. I'm detoxing from. I've been. If I see something, I swipe. No, not engaging with it because why? I'm not about to raise my blood pressure and go back and forth. And it's like, oh my God, you need to be, no, it's still going to come across my feed in some kind of way, shape, or form. Because unfortunately, Instagram doesn't allow me to block words, to block hashtags or whatever. So I just think that at the end of the day, it's one of those things. And whatever is going to happen, it's gonna happen. And what Michael Jackson said is, whatever happens, don't let go of my hand. That's all I got for you. Because I am tired. I'm tired. I'm over it. Been over it before the election. All of this. Because we knew what was gonna happen. We know what needs to happen. But Americans don't. Y'all get mad and protest and uproar about the wrong things. Okay? Y'all mad at Target. Y'all shouldn't be mad at you need to be mad at the president. This is what y'all wanted. So you want to do something, go to the Capitol, go protest. I didn't tell y'all to storm it. But I'm saying, like, you got to fight back a different way. And a lot of these other countries, what they don't show you, they're citizens. They don't sit back and get on the internet and talk about it. They be about it.
That's true.
They loot, they protest, they be in the streets. And right. In Paris, and it always is like, when I'm in Paris, they protesting something every time.
Hey, look.
They storm the street, and they know.
No, they've had multiple revolutions in France. They don't fuck around.
They don't fuck around. They don't. And even though that they, unfortunately did raise the retirement years, because like that was what like one of the protests were about. Mm-hmm. They still got out there, and the government intervened because it started in one neighborhood and they was coming toward the nice neighborhoods. and they didn't want it to hit the Champs-Elysees. They didn't, and so they's like, oh shit, like we gotta get this down because our tourism dollars, like they not trying to mess that up.
Oh, they ain't trying to mess up them tourism dollars.
So, I mean, I challenge people, the other people, Black people. We tired, from Ferguson to the fucking all of these people, Minnesota, everywhere where we approach. Listen, we done. We done. We tired. Y'all figure it the fuck out.
I mean, yeah, I'm with you, Don. I gotta just detox out of this, man. I got too much other shit going on to be worried. But now I'm gonna keep myself abreast, but I'm not gonna get myself caught into this web with this, because every day is just gonna be a shit show, and y'all voted for it is what it is. Y'all got y'all win. I don't know how a lot of y'all conservative people and the people who voted for Trump, y'all still mad. Y'all won. You got it. Why are you upset that we just ain't just divesting and not giving a fuck? Like, y'all are like,
no, he's gonna cut my health care, my food stamps.
That's cool. You got it. Shout out to the brother from what was the document that took us by storm, and that I sent you the thing about homeboy, the dude that had all the animals. I sent you the thing about his boyfriend being deported.
Oh, Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic from what was the name? What was this documentary where he got jammed up for? Hold on, it was a big deal. They even had a sequel to it. Tiger King, yes. So he's now mad because they deported his lover. Why he is locked up? I think he's still locked up, but they deported his lover.
Well,
and I think he's still
Joe.
locked
You
up.
had money to get him papers.
Yeah.
What do you want from us? Like, you want us to feel bad for you? Shit.
And he endorsed Donald Trump in August 2024. Is he out of jail? Is he in jail?
I thought he was like he was in jail, and then I thought they put him in like not a halfway house.
He's incarcerated at the Federal Medical Center in Fort Worth right now.
Medical center.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is he in there for? Let's see.
This dog.
So Exotic was transferred to the FMC Fort Worth Federal Medical Center in Butner, North Carolina in November 2020. He was later moved back to Fort Worth as he's scheduled for release in 2036. Damn.
Oh, damn. Well, I mean, I guess he did conspire to kind of kill Carol Baskins.
I know. I mean, you do have a jacket on you for conspiracy for murder for hire, right? So I mean,
which I still want to see her husband since he was found in
look,
South America.
Look, it's some dirt on her hands too.
Yeah,
look,
so I don't know.
Because she inherited all them tigers now too that he had. But shout out to Joe Exotica. I mean, you endorsed Trump, man. Now he's deporting your boyfriend, and you ain't getting out of jail.
Games, you get stupid prizes.
He ain't getting out to 2036 either. So you're gonna see a couple of different presidents, Mr. Exotica, before you will see the light of day. So maybe that's why it didn't matter who you endorsed. Maybe endorsing Trump was gonna get you commuted. Maybe that's what he's believing. But maybe he commuted your boyfriend
the first time that he went in. You remember he went in,
and he let Kodak Black out instead of him. Oh man, shout out to that though. Don, where can people hit you up at?
Y'all can find me on the internet at St. Angeles, everywhere you internet.
Look.
And look, my hand will be back to normal when I see y'all next time.
Look, allegedly.
I got my burn ointment from Urgent Care. I'm about to go practice my Michael Jackson moves in the mirror.
Man, thank y'all for listening as always. We out. Peace.